Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all good? Okay, that's what's up, y'all. Yeah, this right here just a real quick recap on the New Orleans. Cause I did have a second vision. I had a second vision. My kids, they been kind of sick. I'm talking about all of them, like the grown kids and the young kids. Everybody just been sick. So my oldest, well, one of my daughters, not my oldest, but one of my grown daughters, she went to the doctor. And they told her she got the worst strand of the flu that it is. They told her she got the worst strand possible. So, yeah. So it's just been a lot going on, ain't it? Okay. So yesterday, my daughter, you know, she kind of was like in the kitchen, probably trying to fix something or do something. And she was trying to stay away from me. Like, I don't want you to catch this because they like, is it contagious? And I told my daughter, I said, I can't catch what you got. I said, I know the doctors told you that what you got contagious. I said, I can't even catch it because God got me protected. I said, so, you know, because when my kids sick, when they sick, I be like, y'all come in my room, come here, come there. Okay, you know, like I don't push my kids away because they sick. I don't know, it don't be no fear on me. So when she would tell me she was sick and she was just trying to keep her decent, it wasn't no fear on me. I'm like, I can't get sick from your flu. I can't catch that. Okay, y'all. So I think God has some kind of protection against mothers, so that mothers can kind of like care for their kids when they sick. Now some mamas probably do catch what the kids got, but with me it's just like they be as sick as they want to be. I be like, okay, y'all come in my room. Okay, y'all sleep with me tonight. Okay, y'all sick. I don't really push them away like that. Yeah. So I'm gonna speak on this New Orleans. So with this New Orleans, I had two visions. Because first I had the first vision, it was like flooding. Then I jumped, and then the next day, I just did a post. God told me I got to speak everything, but it wasn't nothing to speak, but to say, okay, I seen flooding. I seen another vision dealing with flooding again. So that's what I seen. I seen another vision dealing with flooding again the second time. So I don't know if that was like confirmation. Because the first time, like, dog, why was it flooding? Then the street just dry. Hold on, I'm finna look up dry right now. While I'm speaking on this dry, I never looked it up. I'm finna look it up right now. Come right back. Yeah, it's so much dealing with the word dry. Like I said, I need to. Like I'm gonna have to give me an iPad. God just saying I'm gonna have to get an iPad anyway. But basically, one of the meanings of dry mean like to like dang. Trying to remember it word for word. Hold on. One of the word for dry mean empty water due to evaporation, or no waterfall, like something just drying completely up, like you know how they say the brook dried up, like the brooks just drying completely up. Because first everything looked wet, like it would just flood down there, then everything just looked dry, like I would say like a desert, just dry. Like I don't know what that means. Why it was super wet, like it was flooding. Like something gonna happen down there, gonna cause another flood down there. And then like I don't know if the level's gonna break, like something's gonna happen that's gonna cause this flooding. And then after this happened, it caused the flood. I just saw everything just dry down there. So I don't know if dry mean like it's just not like the water, like God is just gonna completely just dry out New Orleans, or if people just gonna leave from down there. Like I don't know what this drying was, y'all. So that's what I'm getting out of New Orleans and the dryness. Like something is gonna happen though. That's gonna cause this like flooding to go on. Like some catastrophic gonna happen. It's gonna cause a lot of flooding down there. And then when I look, it just seems super dry down there. So that's what I think. Okay, and the dryness could mean evacuation. Like God could be just drying it out down there completely. Like you know how you look, you see, cause you see Antarctica melting now. You know, Antarctica used to be just all ice. Now it's melting. And they find it like vegetation and, yeah, they find all that down there now. So it's like, you know, like what we used to accustomed to, is like it's shifting a little bit. Like our geographics, it's shifting kind of, sort of. So to see New Orleans and be surrounded with all this water and then all the water, like I don't know what the dryness meant. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know what this meant. Okay, y'all. So I ain't gonna even tell you that because I don't even know what it means. But I just seen the streets. It was just like flooding. Some catastrophic finna happen down there. It's gonna cause a whole lot of flooding, and then it's gonna be. I just seen the streets. It was just super dry, And you know, New Orleans full of water. So I'm like, well, why is the streets dry? But then I ain't hardly see no people out there at this time too. So I don't know if the people scattered, like desolate, just run and scattered and hiding. You know, I don't know what caused this like dryness down there, so to speak. Okay, y'all. So, along with New Orleans, you know, I spoke on and said, you know, they got Mardi Gras coming down there, but then also they got the Super Bowl coming down there. They trying to do everything they can to get everybody down in this one city. They doing everything, and I'm speaking spiritually, like they doing everything to try to draw everybody to their city. I told you I had to have a permanent invite from God himself for me to even pop up down there. But they got all this stuff going on, trying to just draw all these people down to this city. It's spiritual. So it's not just like a coincidence that, okay, let's meet up in New Orleans. It's a spiritual. And so I see that, you know, I mentioned that it's Mardi Gras finna go on. And then now I'm looking, I say, okay, it's even the Super Bowl finna go on. So it's all spiritual. And they trying to do as much as they can to draw as many people they can down to this one city. Okay. So that's what I was just like paying attention to. I'm like, okay, I see what they doing. They doing everything to get everybody to this one city, the city that I am forbidden to go to. I can't go there under no circumstances. God had to give me a permanent invite for me to even pop up down there. I can't be there. To each his own. Do you, and I'ma do me. You do you, and I'ma do me. Simple. But yeah, so I see that, you know, it's just something that's just trying to just draw as many people as possible down there. And then I know at the beginning of the year, they were talking about how somebody used a vehicle as a form of a weapon. And that came into my, like, spiritual, too, because I kept seeing these vehicles just colliding. And I was like, dead on impact. Dead on impact. That's how I was in the vision. Like, in my mind, it was just like, dead on impact. Yeah. That's how I was hearing it. Dead on impact. Dead on impact. Dead on impact. Let me stop. But that's what it was saying, dead on impact. So, a part of me is also saying that people is going to be using their vehicles as weapons. So, like, I'm saying that people going to be colliding due to evacuations, and they're just going to go into a panic. I said people just going to have more car accidents that's going to trigger these dead on impact accidents. But people is also going to be actually using their vehicle as a weapon for dead on impact incidents. And so I was reading about New Orleans, and, you know, with the Super Bowl, and they saying that they call it car ramming. Cause me, I'm just seeing cars collide, and I'm like, dead on. I say, there's no way you gonna even find nothing in it. But I saw an article, and they call it car ramming, and I'm probably posting on the back end about this car ramming, and they trying to just make it safer for the people down there. But I just ain't the car just colliding, and I was just like, dead on impact. And then I look in New Orleans, they're saying that, you know, the car ramming, they call it car ramming. And they saying they trying to do what they can so that, you know, these cars won't just randomly ram and kill people. So they trying to do stuff in that sense. So that's all I got to say. I was just speaking on, you know, the Super Bowl down there. And then I'm speaking on, dang, they doing everything to try to get everybody to their city. They doing everything possible to draw everybody to that one city down there. The city I will not go to unless God tell me to go to. This the one. This where they trying to send everybody. They trying to attract everybody to this spot. Okay, and I say you do you, and I'm do me. Okay, and that's all I'm really speaking on. Really, I don't really have nothing else going on. Ain't nothing else coming to me about New Orleans other than, you know, the Super Bowl down there. And I'm like, dang, 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 my spiritual radar. And then I'm like, you know, Mardi Gras coming up. Dang, 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 dang. My spiritual radar. So it's just all these attractions just for this one city. But why? But why though? It's spiritual. But I'm just asking. I'm just putting in the earth. But why? And that's all I'm gonna say on that. So y'all enjoy y'all day. Like I said, this video super short. I'm just recapping what I saw. And I did see flooding again in a second vision the second day. So I'm like, dang, it was flooding. It was flooding, y'all. I'm like, I'm seeing flooding twice. And y'all already know now. Y'all already know now. Y'all know what it is when I see it now. Well, you can't tell me what I seen is not what I seen. Yeah. Something. So yeah, it was flooding. It was twice. First it was flood. I was kind of confused. I'm like, dang, okay, water. Okay, it ain't no water. Okay, what is going on down here? And then the second vision I jumped into, it was clear that it was flooding. Like what was going on was flooding. Like it was clear that it was understood in the second vision. Like I don't know if someone was speaking to me, like it was flooding, but it was locked in my mind that it was flooding. It wasn't nothing to say, okay, maybe it might be this, maybe it might be that, because I don't understand the dryness. Because I'm seeing this flooding, so something catastrophic is gonna happen in New Orleans, and it's gonna cause a lot of flooding down there. Some catastrophic is going to happen down there. I don't know when. So I'm on the lookout. My spiritual radar is going to draw me to New Orleans at this point. So I'm going to be looking and just zooming in down there, seeing what's going on down there. Because that's where my spiritual radar is drawing me to New Orleans. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And you might see me post a little stuff about New Orleans because my spirit is connected, is drawn straight to New Orleans right now. Because of what I saw. So everything is going to be like New Orleans. So... And something gonna happen down there. And my spirit, until what I speak and say happen, once I get confirmation everything happened, that part of my revelation or that part of my prophecy has closed. It's like a case closed. So right now it's open. So I'm be drawn to New Orleans till whatever I speak happen and manifest. Once all this happen and manifest, then it be case closed. And my spirit, spiritually, I rest. But I ain't gonna have no risk dealing with New Orleans. I'm be constantly drawn to New Orleans for everything. So this how it worked for me, y'all. Okay, y'all. So right now it's just like an open case. Until everything I speak manifests and happen, the case will be closed. So you'll see me speak and say a lot of stuff dealing with New Orleans until this time. But I don't know when it's gonna happen, but it's in motion. And I had 2 visions back to back on 2 separate days, and it was dealing with flooding. So I'm like, what's gonna go on down there? Why is this the hot attraction? Like, why everybody trying to get everybody down to this one location? Spiritually, like, why is everybody just trying to draw as many people possible to this one city? Like, what's going on down there on the spiritual level? Like, what's going on to try to draw as many people as y'all probably can to this one city, the city I am forbidden to go to? Like, what is going on? Okay, y'all, let me stop. So you're going to see me post up about New Orleans. I'm going to be zooming in on New Orleans. It's something about New Orleans. So, you're going to keep, I'm sitting back watching like, what's going on down there? What is it with New Orleans? God ain't told me. I just think something catastrophic going to happen. It's going to cause some flooding down there. And then it was super dry. But God ain't tell me what this is. Y'all might be like, he told you what it is. That's what it is. Okay, y'all. So, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to post on the back anyway talking about these car ramming. Because I kept telling you that in the vision I had a while back, it would just be car just crashing out, like just ramming into stuff. And I was like, you know, as part of me was saying it could be due to the evacuations. And people just panicking in this traffic. And they just fear going to come on them. And them trying to just get away, it's going to cause them just to have these accidents. Some of them might, you know, catastrophic accidents. And then another part was saying that, you know, the spirit of death. And it's going to be an increase in car accidents and deaths in the streets. Like, you just going to have to send, God saying, pray protection and just in and everywhere you go. Just do not take, like, you know how he had grace at first. And you could go here, go there, drive around, and you was good. And you like, yeah, I'm going to be back home. Okay, it ain't like the grace being removed. So now you just have to pray. Because it's a possibility that you going to the store, you going quick to go get something to eat at McDonald's or wherever you eat at. And you come back home, you might not make it. And you expected God to just have his covering on you. Like, yeah, I'm good. And you done took him for granted. And the grace is gone. So just pray for protection while y'all out. Pray for protection. That's what you got to pray for. Pray for protection over your kids. Like, it's just like the smallest thing that you took for granted. Do not take it for granted no more. Like, you're going to pay attention to the small things that's going to matter. The small things that you overlooked that God did for you on a daily basis, you're going to acknowledge, like, it's going to be like, oh, God did this for me today. Like, the smallest thing you possibly could have overlooked because he always had grace with you. You know, like, sometimes even with us waking up to see another day. You know, we take that for granted. The fact that God gave us life, like we could have died in our sleep, but he gave us life. It's going to be like the smallest things you're going to start to notice and be like, ooh, God saved me. I was just going to the store and come back home, and you know, you notice the big things that God do, but we don't notice the small things. Where the small things you're gonna be paying attention to, and you're gonna be like, woo, God really saved me when I was going to the grocery store, go get some milk and come back home. You're gonna start recognizing the small stuff, because we take the small stuff for granted. But we're not going to take the small stuff for granted in this season right here. We're going to start recognizing all the stuff, big and small, that God is doing for us. Even the smallest thing, we're going to be like, woo, we're going to give God his credit. Credit where credit is due. We even go get God his credit where credit is due for the littlest things possible. Even for waking you up today. It's the littlest thing possible. You're going to be like thanking God and acknowledging him in the big and the small. Not just the big. Not just because you got a new car, a new house. Ooh, God, thank you. It's going to be the small stuff. You're going to start realizing, woo, God really had his protection on me. He really was watching out for me in the street when I was going to the store get my kids. When I was going to school get my kids. He really watching out for my kids while they're like, going to be the littlest things it's going to cross your mind, and you're going to start being appreciating. You're going to be more appreciative of the smaller things. You're not going to overlook the small things and just like, you know, and just like, okay, and brush it off. Like the small things will matter. The small things that God is doing in your life every day is going to matter to you, because you're gonna start paying your eyes, like boom, the veil gonna be moved. You're gonna be paying attention. You're like, dang. Even going to the store, you might not come back. It might, yeah. So you're gonna start acknowledging and thanking God for the little things, stuff we don't do. Because everybody take God for granted. But now people is going to see the small things, and they're going to be way more appreciative, and they're going to be thanking God. But make sure y'all pray protection. You got to pray protection during this time. Just pray. You know, and Psalm 91 is a prayer of protection. If you don't know where to go, and you just like, dang, I need to pray Psalm 91. Like, that's so generic. Psalm 91. If you just want a prayer of protection and you just don't know where to go till God leads you on where to go, start at Psalm 91. Just read that chapter. That's a prayer of protection, y'all. So, I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day. I told y'all you're going to like, woo. We ain't even after first month yet. Y'all see how we came into 2025. Is this still January, ain't it? I'm trying to think like January 31st. Is this the 31st or February 1st? Because I'm like, woo. We came in with a bang and we went out with a bang. And it's just January. Woo. It's gonna be a lot going on. I told y'all. I said, God, he back on coming to me. He got me a little break. He got me a spiritual break from all these warnings that he had. And now he's coming back like, okay, Shana, it's that time. So I'm gonna do what I can to try to get the word out to let y'all know, you know, what y'all need to do. Also because, you know, God kind of me in the vision that I had about the medical, and they were scavenging for medicine. So that's why my spirit speaking on to the medical people and people that sick and stuff. What else he's saying, you know, I told you about getting a generator. It don't have to be no expensive generator, but you will need to get some type of a generator, maybe a solar generator, because they can work with the sun, and you don't really need like a source of power with a solar generator. But you can get any kind of generator, or one that works multiple ways for you people that sick. Medical, God got me just speaking strictly to people that like medical. Also, I told you, just pack you up some bags. Get some evacuation bags. You get some bags. Some of them could be, you know, like luggage bag, but you could probably put stuff in like the big old like gym bags that they use, extra large gym bags. You probably put something light on your, pack that with something light and just put in and have that to go too. But pack up your bags. These bags is just for when they say evacuate, then you'll be ready to go. Also, what he was telling me is for people that like on prescription and medicines, like, you know how you like run out and then you try to do a refill when your prescription run out. He said try to at least have 3 to 6 months, really 6 months of medicine that you just got put up just to try to get you through. Like, don't wait till like refill your prescriptions till you have like a build up of at least 6 months that you got on hand on you. So you don't have to wait till like the end and then you be like, okay, let me fill my prescription right now. Why you could do it, try to, if you got a prescription and say you got 6 refills, whenever your next refill is available, go and do another refill. And then whenever they allow you to do your other refill, do another refill. Make it overlap till you get at least a 6-month supply that you got on hand, just in case of an emergency. At least a 6-month supply. He tell me that. So he got me zooming in on medical, because that's why I seen the lady and she had on scrubs and they was scavenging for like nurses and stuff. So he got me kind of zooming in and trying to just kind of give like my input and advice on those that try to prepare, you know, that may be medically sick and stuff, because it's going to be hard for them. It's going to be extremely hard for them during this time. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all enjoy y'all day.